And joining me now on India First is Union Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, former top diplomat and author. Mr. Puri, welcome. Why is the BJP so upset, sir, with the leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi calling Minister of State for Railways Ravneet Singh Bittu my traitor friend?
Gauravji, I don't think it is the BJP alone that is upset. I think the whole country is upset. The Sikhs are a small community, less than 2% of our population. I think about 1.5 or 1.6% of our population. We are a proud people. 20% of the armed forces have turban Sikhs serving in them. I was deeply troubled as a Sikh, as a proud Sikh, that a member of my community is labelled a traitor. By whom? By somebody who should have known better. He was a member of his party. Okay, you can be upset that Mr. Ravneet Singh Bittu left the Congress and joined the BJP. But so have so many others. I've got so many of my friends and colleagues in Punjab who were earlier in the Congress who are here now. Today I did a press conference and two of my other colleagues on the press conference were, one was with the Congress, Mr. Lovely, the other, Sirsa ji, was with the Akalis. Now, you can change parties, but political language, political discourse, both within the house and outside, has to be couched in civility. It has to be couched in dignity. You can't call somebody a traitor. The word traitor means that you have committed treason against the state, against your country, against your nation. And I find that completely unacceptable. And I think Mr. Rahul Gandhi, whose family was responsible for the desecration of the Golden Temple in 1984, should know better. I know he was not too young then, must have been 14 or 15 years old. Why did he go and use language like this?
So you're saying discourse has to be civil, it has to be polite, and I completely agree, sir. But Mr. Ravneet Bittu also shot back, calling Rahul Gandhi, leader of opposition, Desh ka dushman, or words to that effect, sir. So is that appropriate, calling leader of opposition enemy of the nation?
I think Ravneet Bittu was too polite. What happens is that Ravneet Bittu, they tried to ambush. He was coming up the stairs just before the Parliament session commenced this morning, and Rahul ji, the Honourable Leader of Opposition, reached out to put out his hand and said, "Here is a traitor, my friend," or something. "Why are you coming back?" So Ravneet Bittu didn't take his hand. Instead, he said, "You are Desh ke dushman." Now, anybody who insults a community, look, Ravneet Bittu's grandfather, a former Chief Minister of Punjab, Sardar Gyan Singh, fell to an assassin's bullet. Yes. So if Rahul Gandhi claims that certain degree of sacrifice, certain sacrifice in his country from his family, so is Mr. Bittu. So to call somebody like that a traitor, I think is in very poor taste. I find the language unacceptable, and I think Mr. Bittu's response was absolutely the correct one.
Okay, but the fact that you've also, calling him, Rahul Gandhi calling Ravneet Bittu my traitor friend, linking it to the attack on the Harmandir Sahib, to the Darbar Sahib.
No.
Sir, go on, sir. My point is...
You can call somebody No, whatever your point you have, Gaurav, I respect that. You're a journalist, you're a senior journalist. But you don't call somebody a traitor. You can say, "Oh, aap mere ko chhod gaye, you left me, you so-and-so." But you don't call a traitor. Has a very serious implication. Unless you're not familiar with the nuances of the language. A traitor means somebody who has committed treason against the nation. The Sikhs have been in the forefront of fighting for the nation. I reminded them about the 350th birth anniversary of Guru Tegh Bahadur, about the shahadat of the, Sahibzadas. The fact that a lot of Sikhs take great pride in having sacrificed, of having been martyred for the life. Guru Gobind Singh Ji's life is full of that, when the Khalsa was established. So I'm afraid Mr. Rahul Gandhi has some answering to do.
So, but the Congress is not backing down, sir. The Congress party is hit back. In fact, Pawan Kheda, he's doubling down on this. He's called Ravneet Bittu a lowly traitor who sold ideology for power or words to that effect. In fact, Supriya Srinath, Congress party leader and spokesperson, she said, you know, Ravneet Bittu, tum gaddar ho. Gaddari ki saza Punjab ki janta ne tumhe di. 2024 elections he lost from Ludhiana.
Look, let me just put something to you. Ravneet Bittu, his family lineage, his own standing, and I don't think he needs certificates from Pawan Khera. So whether it's Supriya Srinath or anything, I don't want to get into that. That's a political sacrifice. You are very upset that somebody who was a part of you went there. But listen to me. Do you endorse the use of language like this? Traitor. I don't think Mr. Pawan Khera or Ms. Supriya ji have applied their mind. As far as I am concerned, it's an open and shut case. They should introspect. There has to be deep anguish there. All right, desecration of Golden Temple was bad enough. I don't know how Sikhs can even be seen with them. But in today's day and age, you saw the reaction not only from the BJP, but Sikhs all over the world are reacting to that and finding it unacceptable. That's all I can say to you.
Okay, but you know, the Congress says all of this is BJP's manufactured outrage, and it's very clever diversionary tactics from issues that that Rahul Gandhi, as leader of opposition, is trying to raise on the floor of the House. You know, he's trying to raise General Manoj Mukund Narvane's book on Galwan. He claims that the Prime Minister's fear or Indo-US trade deal, those issues, the focus is shifting from there and coming on to this outrage, sir.
No, let me take whatever you are saying. If the Congress is saying it, I am amused. If the BJP can manipulate a situation to the extent that it can get Rahul Gandhi to use these words, then I must say that BJP is either a ventriloquist. We can, like a puppet, get him to say, and it speaks very poorly. How could the BJP manipulate this? This, I think, is reflective of a deep-rooted angst bordering on hatred for the Sikhs, that he is able to say this. I mean, you look at the opinions of other Sikhs there. How can the BJP make Mr. Rahul Gandhi say it? Okay, now once he said it, now they're trying to find their way out. No, BJP is manufactured, the Sikhs are being... Look, the Sikhs cannot be manipulated by anyone. We are proud people, hardworking people, maybe a little emotional. But I think to suggest that the BJP has manufactured this is not correct. Insofar as diverting attention is concerned, I was in the House at 5 o'clock. Do you know what happened? The Congress's own MPs came and blocked the entrance on the side. See what their conduct has been. So let us get this clinically straight. Today, the Congress has a lot to answer for, and this issue isn't going away, whatever the Congress says.
Okay, I mean, this clearly is an issue that is being talked about very extensively and in different parts of the country, including in Punjab. But what I also want to understand from you, when the Congress party says Rahul Gandhi is not being permitted to speak on the floor of the House as leader of opposition, but BJP MP, your colleague, Sir Nishikant Dubey, he's been allowed to speak, quote from books, quote excerpts from books. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra says that these blatant double standards are being followed, different rules for the Treasury benches and the opposition.
No, I think, Gauravji, we are digressing from the fact. Mr. Gandhi was quoting from a book which hasn't been published. Mr. Nishikant Dubey had others. I don't want to get into that debate. I don't think in this debate, today I told you what I saw in the House myself. At 5 o'clock I was present and we had a very interesting situation. The Congress members got into the well. They didn't even allow the passage where our leaders walk in. So they have disrupted the House. Anything else is just baloney. So let me just tell you, I think they will have to answer this message about traitor. I think it has travelled quite far, and I think some anguished introspection is required by the Congress. It would be better just to, say that we are very sorry and this is not it, that is not it, but to, double down on this. I don't think that's good political strategy by them.
Okay, because they say that a proud Sikh, late Dr. Manmohan Singh, became Prime Minister of India, and their bar wasn't aimed at the Sikh community. It was aimed at one individual who they feel was a traitor to their cause or their party, who, according to them, just switched, flanks from the Congress to the BJP in their view for power.
No. I think, Gaurav, we are expanding this conversation way beyond the use of the word traitor. How the Congress party dealt with Shri Dr. Manmohan Singh is another issue. Do you want to? Should I remind you? You know, the cabinet passed an ordinance, and Mr. Rahul Gandhi didn't care who the Prime Minister was. In a press conference, he tore up the ordinance. So let's not go into those things. Should I tell you what other members of the Sikh community have said about the Congress party? Let's not catalogue that. Today, what is here for discussion is a word traitor has been used. If you use that against Mr. Bittu, whose own grandfather fell to an assassin's bullet, and what the reaction in the Sikh community is, I would advise the Congress party and anyone who's listening into your program that they should be very careful. Political discourse is not carried out through language like this.
And will the BJP continue to raise this in Parliament even tomorrow? The Congress continues, and if the Congress continues in their way...
Gaurav,
go on, sir.
Gaurav, I can tell you very clearly that I am here to respond to a particular question. How will the Congress party behave? I cannot hold them to account. Insofar as the BJP will do everything it can to bring such use of language and such obstructionist behavior to everybody's notice. And thank you very much.
Mr. Hardeep Singh Puri, for joining me here on this India Today special broadcast. Many thanks.
Thank you very much.